Dr. Anthony Fauci is retiring at the end of the year. He, of course, became a household name during the COVID pandemic. But over the half-past century, he has been a national leader in dealing with everything from the AIDS crisis to the Ebola outbreak. Eyewitness News reporter Denise Tador is live in our newsroom with more. Denise?
Well, Ellen, he's advised 7 presidents and is well-versed at dealing with the often tricky intersection of politics and medicine. And he's been awarded a Presidential Medal of Freedom for his work developing a global AIDS program. But for millions, it's the coronavirus epidemic that catapulted Dr. Anthony Fauci into worldwide fame.
Thank you very much, Jen. So, as some of you may have heard,
Dr. Anthony Fauci announcing today he'll step down from government service to move on to the next phase of his career. It's not completely unexpected. Last month, Dr. Fauci hinted that his departure from being White House chief medical advisor wouldn't be that far off.
I don't anticipate I'll be in this job before the end, at the end of the first term of President Biden, which is January 2025.
But today he said he'll be leaving in December. Fauci has often said once the situation with COVID-19 stabilized, he would probably exit his many roles, including being the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, a post he's held for 38 years. Shortly before he took office, President Joe Biden asked Fauci to continue his role, guiding the nation through the virus. In a statement, President Biden said, because of Dr. Fauci's many contributions to public health, lives here in the United States and around the world have been saved. As he leaves his position in the U.S. government, I know the American people and the entire world will continue to benefit from Dr. Fauci's expertise in whatever he does next. Whether you've met him personally or not, he's touched all Americans' lives with his work. He tackled questions from dozens of reporters daily, including me.
I imagine a lot of Americans are rattled by what has happened.
Well, I think you have to look at it from the standpoint of data.
In a statement, Fauci said, I want to use what I've learned as NIAID director to continue to advance science and public health and to inspire and mentor the next generation of scientific leaders as they help prepare the world to face future infectious disease threats.
Now, Dr. Fauci has not set a specific date for his last day, but is hoping by the end of this year, the U.S. would get closer to living with the coronavirus in a steady state. He says he's also working on a memoir.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.